and then listens to the signs, listen to the singing of the sirens, and they fall. They get enchanted. And the next thing you know, they spend a lifetime after the wind, running after the wind, running after nothing, worrying after nothing, and wasting their lives away after nothing. You see, possessing people, manipulating things, expecting to achieve goals that are nonsensical. Because at the end, everything is going to go. You see, you're going to be in a casket. And all the things, all the running around, all the worrying, all the things you were chasing, they're gone, and you are in a casket there. And your poor soul is weak and undernourished, scared to death. You're not able to talk to anybody anymore, not able to do anything. And all this running around for nothing. See, when the most important thing for you to do during this earthly life was to strengthen your soul, the most important part. So that's why if you have ever done something important, is to come here this weekend to talk to God, and God talk to you, to strengthen your soul, to reflect, to bring your life into conscience, and to say, what am I doing? What is it that I'm doing? Why am I worrying about so many nonsensical things when I have to strengthen my soul and become spiritual, become strong, fill myself with the love of God, so that I can be a useful servant of the Lord, a useful instrument of God, so that I can go out of this life filled with God and go into the stars and become one more star in heaven, so that I can bring more light into this darkness of this world. And that's what we were created for. Isn't that great to embrace the truth and say, yes, I understand what I'm here for. I understand why God created me, and I'm ready to become that light. I'm ready to become that hope. I'm ready to become that joy. I'm ready to become that peace, so that everybody can see in me Jesus alive. So that everybody will say, yes, he is alive. I've seen it in the eyes of such and such. And that is the greatest testimony we can give. So our time is up for this hour, and I would say purgatorial state is a very painful one. We don't want to go there. We don't want to go to purgatory. That's why Jesus didn't speak much about it. And we don't want to go to hell, obviously. We want to go to heaven. And God gave us everything it takes for us to make it to heaven. He gave us everything. So imagine if we don't use it. That would be terrifying at the end of this life, and not to use it now when we can, when we are able. So the only way to be able to make it to heaven is to walk on a path of holiness. And no one can become a saint on his own. We have to do it with Jesus. We have to team up with him. But Jesus and me, we are able to make it home. So I have to bring in everything that I'm lacking to Jesus, so that Jesus can fulfill that for me. And that is only humbleness. When I recognize where I'm weak, then I'm strong in the Lord. Because I go to the Lord and say, look at me. Look how weak I am. I'm not able to love enough. Teach me how to love. That is the beginning of loving good, of loving well. You see, when you recognize you are not able to love, you are beginning to love. That's the beginning. When you recognize what is wrong with you, that's when you want to be right. That's when you want to learn. But you have to do it. You have to bring yourself at the foot of the cross and say, Lord, look at my misery. I want to get out of this misery. Pick me up, lift me up, strengthen me. So I'm going to ask the Lord to talk to us so we can close this moment of reflection. And I'm reading to you from Jeremiah 44:1, denunciation of persistent idolatry. The word that came to Jeremiah for all the Judeans living in the land of Egypt, at Migdol and Taphanes and Memphis, and in the land of Patrios. Thus says the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, you yourselves have seen all the disaster that I have brought on Jerusalem and on all the towns of Judah. Look at them. Today they are a desolation without an inhabitant in them, because of the wickedness that they committed, provoking me to anger, in that they went to make offerings and serve other gods that they had not known, neither they, nor you, nor your ancestors. Yet I persistently sent to you all my servants, the prophets, saying, I beg you not to do this abominable thing that I hate. The word of the Lord.